Hi guys, today I want to bring you with me to plan our next homeschool year. Hi guys, today I want to bring you with me to plan our next homeschool year. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do it. Click that notification bell so you don't miss every time I upload a video. As well, I would like to invite you to my Instagram page, and there's where I share everything that happens here in our homeschool. If you're looking for ideas, that's a good place to get them. I am bringing you with me to plan our next homeschool year. I would like to share everything that I am going to be doing in here. I want to just give you a little bit of information. If you are in one of those states that require those 180 days, it's very important that you are checking on that, because you don't want to plan your homeschool year and realize that you have to start all over again because you are in one of those states. You want to have that information prior you start planning. I have a picture that I am going to share with you guys in here that has a little bit of information. If you are going to just start with this, that is planning all that it will be happening with your homeschool. I think that's very important. The next thing that you're going to be needing is highlighters. So I suggest you to have those with you if you're going to start planning, and that you print one of those year at a glance. I think it's very important that you print that already, so you have that there, that information. I have one for 2023, one for 2022, and I have them all in here. I have as well a monthly plan. I print those monthly pages as well because I think it's very important. Some of us moms don't use that, don't need that, but I like to have it in here. I just like to make sure I have those. If you see my previous video, you're going to see that I have walked you guys through these steps, but I want to do it as well again because I'm going to change the way that I am scheduling things in our homeschool. The last time I just did the Sabbath, which is 6 weeks on and 1 week off. That is not the approach that I am going to be taking for this year. So I think it's very important for me to create another video in regards planning our next homeschool year. So let's just start. I was thinking on doing 45 weeks with 7 weeks off. That's my plan. I do some calculations in here, and I think that's what I'm going to be doing, that 45 weeks and 7 weeks off. And my reasoning for this is I am working with my kid. I am going to be working with my kid those 5 days for homeschool, but one of those days will be what I call Fun Friday or a fun day. Yes, he will be learning still, because most of those games, if not all of them, are games that is just teaching him something. Is like math games. We have Boggle that will be teaching him spelling. We have as well the geography games, which will go very well with our geography program. But I am not counting that day. I am counting just the 4 days that we're going to be working with our books, and that's how I want to plan, because I want to make sure when I am doing my planning that I am just counting and just letting me know the weeks that I am going to be using for what will be our programs, and when I will be kind of like ending with that program. It just gives me an idea on how when we are going to be ending with the program. That's what I want to say. I don't know why I'm rambling so much. My English is not coming, fluent. It's just impossible, but I am trying in here. Okay, so let's just start planning. I grabbed my highlighter already. I was trying to see if we could work with July, but I think that is not going to be possible. I still have to do some things in here and clean and organize, and while I have organized during these past days, it's just becoming impossible, if you want me to be honest. So I am looking more for August, starting on August 1. That's what I have planned, so I am going to just mark that day, August 1, in here. And something that I forgot to tell you, I have my planner here just to make sure, because this one has the holidays in here and the one that I print don't show the holidays, so I am just looking at these. And since I have 7 weeks off, which I am not planning on taking the 7 weeks, I think the first thing that I am going to be looking is December. I will take some of those December weeks off. So starting with the 12th for December, I will have 3 weeks off. I am looking as well for November, the week of November the 24th, where is I think it's Thanksgiving, yes. So I will be getting the 21, from the 21 till the 27 off. That will be another week, so that is 4 weeks already. I am looking as well for January, and I am not quite sure if I will be getting January. I think I will not. I will just stay like that, because what I am trying to do is I always try to finish homeschool in between the months of June and July. I don't like to pass that, because it's very important for me not to pass those days, because then it will be touching our year evaluation. And usually, if you want me to be honest, I would like to finish with our homeschool year on the first week of June. Okay, so I have that there marked already. So I have December and I have August as the first day for us to start. Let me just mark that in here better. And I did it with the pencil because since I am not quite sure, but as right now will be August, and I have December here, those 3 weeks and the week for November off. That will give me a few more weeks if we get sick, if by any reason we have to go to a doctor appointment or something presents. I still have those extra days and weeks to wiggle with. Okay, so that is the reason why I am just doing 4 weeks from those 7 weeks that I'm supposed to have off. So knowing that, I can start calculating some of the programs. I think that we still have to go through all of our reading level 3 when we start our next school year. I have in here the monthly plans. I start already just making a line on those weeks, counting our 180 days. And if you want me to be honest,
that I did already. October, I marked already Thanksgiving off, that's one. Then we have December, those 3 weeks of December. I will start January as normal. February, I don't think I'm going to get anything from February. March, again the same, we will continue with that with the 4 days a week. That is the schedule that I am doing, 4 days a week. And I think we have 42, let's see, 42 here. This will be our 42 week. 43, 44. Maybe it's better.
44. So it will be ending on July. I think will be the first week. I print until June, but I see that the last week of June will be our 44 week. That'll be the 29. So the first week of July will be our last week for the homeschool year, and that's how I am planning. I didn't want to touch the month of July, but I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't think that I will be able to start the next year, July. On July, I think will be August. I think that's what I am going to be doing. I have some of the books like All About Reading, that obviously is a very thick book. It has 63 lessons. I will have to just start doing that with planning. So that is something that is getting me a little bit.
No. Not going well with that. So we are doing the 45 weeks. So that will leave me
doing 1.5 lesson, and it's something that I don't see doing for the level 4 because we're still doing level 3. So I will have to be looking at the level 3, how many lessons I have to be able to add it here, and see around which month I'm going to be finishing with that, to see if we are able to even touch level 4 for this next homeschool year. I have in here our math, and I have Simply Good and Beautiful. We are doing math 3, and what I was trying to do is to finish with these by the end of the 2022 and be able to start with level 4 on 2023. So I just did some calculations in here by doing at least like 7 lessons. Let's see, to do at least 16 to 17 lessons a month. I should say 16 to 17 lessons a month with the Simply Good and Beautiful. I don't know if that is going to work like that. I am not quite sure. We are going pretty fast with the math with Simply Good and Beautiful. Is something that he really enjoys. He still has a little bit of issues learning his time tables, but so far we are on lesson. Hold on, let me just look in here. So right now we are on lesson 20, and so I will have to just make sure that, and I will say that we are pretty good. We are about to reach those 17s. So for July 28, we should be on lesson 32. And if I do everything in that order, that will have us finishing with Simply Good and Beautiful on December the 20th of 2022. Meaning we're going to be able to start with Simply Good and Beautiful Math 4 after December. So that is something that I like to know ahead of time, because if you notice, I don't have that program yet for that level, so I will have to purchase obviously that program, and it's been working very well with him. This program, Simply Good and Beautiful Math 3, is working very well. So that is something that I have to be looking as well with the rest of the programs. So I have that in here to end on December 20. So that'll give us still, I will have to probably move some of those lessons for the week of January, and probably we will be finishing Simply Good and Beautiful on the first week of January. Why? Because if you notice, I took 3 weeks, the last 3 weeks of December. So obviously on December 20, he's not going to be working with his math. So that'll make us move those weeks for January. So he will be finishing with Simply Good and Beautiful Math 3 on January. And that is my plan. For The All About Reading, I will still have to check on that because he has still a lot to do with the All About Reading 3, as well with his All About Spelling, but I am just hoping that we will be able to have somewhere around the end of the All About Reading by December as well, so we can start with All About Reading level 4. That is my plan. I am not sure yet because I am so excited to start already, and I've been adding a few things that I will show you guys later on, and that just moves things a little bit more, so it just makes things a little bit more complicated. He will be doing obviously a grammar as well, and that is something that I have to look.
Grammar usually comes with, I think he's, let me just make sure, I think he's 28 weeks, I might be wrong. Let me just check since this is a new one. I would like to see in here.
30 weeks for grammar. So if we start on August 1 with grammar, that will leave us for our 30-week finishing with grammar on March 2023. And if you notice, that is the reason why I like to plan, because it gives me an idea on when we are going to be finishing with the programs, so I can plan things, especially if we're finishing ahead of our homeschool year, because if we're doing grammar with a fixed grammar, it has 30 weeks, meaning we're going to be finishing a few months earlier. So I will have to start looking and planning what we're going to be doing to cover for those months. I might be able to just purchase another one of the fixed grammar for him to continue, or I might stop and just continue with something else in between. But that's what I want to do. If you notice, he will be finishing with grammar then on March of 2023 with the fixed grammar, if we start on August with 30 weeks. If I mark in here, let me just take this off. That's what I will be looking in here, and that's what I did as well with Simply Good and Beautiful. I just marked those months of work that we're going to be doing, because in that way it just gives me an idea what I have to be doing, if I need to purchase another program, if I just going to just supplement while we can get the next program. So I just do that. So
I'm here, Simply Good and Beautiful 3, that we're going to be ending around actually I think I have this one. So let me see here, 22. Yes, I think I will be somewhere in there. I will have to be finishing, I think will be on week 20. That will be the second week of January for Simply Good and Beautiful 3. And then we will start Simply Good and Beautiful 4. I hope I can just have it by then. Right, the next week, that will be week 21, that we will start with the Simply Good and Beautiful 4.
And it just gives me an idea of what we need to be doing and when we are going to be finishing with some of the programs. So I have in here already grammar, and I already made sure that I made note of math. That is one of the programs. So I have math in here. Let me just look at the All About Reading. So I have All About Reading in here, and I am just having some tabs in here that I marked already. So looking to do 6 lessons a month.
Starting from August, I think we will be able to
finish with All About Reading 3 on January. I think by the end of January of 2023. That's how I am planning. I might be finishing before that. Prior that, we are continuing with All About Reading, very slow, but we are continuing with it. It's a program that is working for my kid, so that's what I am planning. All About Spelling, I think it's gonna take us a little bit longer because we're pretty much at the beginning of All About Spelling. I just start a little bit at the beginning again because I am reviewing with him all the letters again. I am just making sure he's learning this well, so that is the reason why it's taking us so long. So this is something that will take us a little bit longer, but so far that's how things are going to be going. And with our history, we're still doing Story of the World, and we're going to be starting with America's Story. This is from Master Books, and is saying that it has 28 chapters. So if I am looking 28 chapters starting from August, that just puts me on finishing around March, which I am sure we're going to extend that a little bit more because obviously I purchased a lot of books that will go with this program. I am trying to have like a kind of like a literature approach with this program, and I think since we enjoy so much histories, we're going to be able to extend that a little bit more. So I am pretty sure this will take us the whole year if I am planning things well, and if I am just taking things the way I want them. But I think that's how I am going to be approaching this next homeschool year. I think I am just going to be able to at least have an idea when we're going to be finishing with the programs. Obviously, nothing is perfect, no plan is perfect. If something happens and we have to move the dates, well, we're going to be doing it, obviously. But I just want to have an idea on how we're going to be doing for our next homeschool year. I hope this video is helpful. I know I've been rambling all over the place because I am just having my thoughts all over the place as well. I am just looking to the whole picture. I just want to have an idea because I don't want things to take me by surprise when it comes to knowing when we are going to be finishing with the program. Just have an idea of when we're going to be looking for the end of our homeschool year. Is just giving me ideas as well if I want to add things. You're going to see videos as well of me planning our science units, those mini units that I want to create. He expressed that he's interested in some things that I will be seeing if I am able to get them for him and see how we're going to implement those in our homeschool. But I am just wanted to just make sure that I have everything ready for our next homeschool year, and that I have everything planned already. And having these year at a glance are very helpful, just marking those holidays that we're going to be doing or celebrating, those days that we're going to be taking off, and just making sure that we have an idea on when we're going to be finishing with some of the programs. I think it's very helpful to know ahead of time. So I hope this video is helpful. If it is, please don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you then. Bye bye.